Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Great evening indeed. Sensational Sunday, folks. It is such a beautiful day to be alive, and I am happy that you guys are right here at this very moment with me. Go ahead, let's jump on in this chat. Drop your great afternoon, your great evening. Say hello to somebody else that's here in this space with us. Again, it is absolutely a great day to be alive. I cannot say that enough today, y'all. It's been a week for me. It's been a week for my family. It's been a week for so many people that are connected to me. But what I know to be true is that because you and I have breath in our body, we still get the opportunity to make it a great day. So go ahead, drop a hello, drop a great evening in the chat. Be sure to share this video because we're going to get it started. You guys know what I always say. I always will say we are here for a good time, not a long time. A good time, not a long time, because again, we are all boss ladies, we are boss men, we are boss mamas, boss daddies, and our time is always needed, necessary, and of essence, right? So again, go ahead and share the video for me, like the video, and drop in there. Great evening, happy Sunday. Tell me, how are you feeling right now? Go ahead and drop that in the chat as well. How are you feeling right now in this very moment? Because we're about to get the party started. You guys know what I say. Make sure you got something you're drinking. Put you something in your cup. Make sure it's something hot, y'all. It's been cold lately. But y'all come on in. Hello, hello, hello. We are so excited to have everybody. Make sure that if you are on this afternoon that you are sharing this video. We want everyone to hear this word, to engage in this chat today. It's a very, very powerful talk that we're talking. We're talking ladies, boss ladies today. Drop in the chat. As a matter of fact, yes, I'm checking in as a boss lady. I see you, Tiffany. She's like, I'm feeling inspired. That's amazing. Energy is contagious. Inspiration is as well, right? So let's do that. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get the party started. It's always, you guys know what we start with. What is in your cup? What are you drinking? So today, y'all know I got some tea and I am still on some vitamin C tea. I think that's what I was drinking the last time we joined in the live, but I've been traveling a lot and germs are everywhere. People are sick. And so working on my immune system. So again, what are you guys drinking tonight? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. You got cup? What do you have in that cup? Is it tea or is it coffee or something else? Maybe it's water. I need some more water too before I go to bed. But again, go ahead and drop a great afternoon, great evening in the chat and make sure that you have shared this video. Here we go. Let's get the party started. Go ahead and drop the first thing. You guys know what that is. We are making boss moves all 2024. And remember, you've got the power to do just that. Speaking of that, let's jump on in. What is leadership? And notice how it is spelled. Tonight, this is a special time just for us to talk to ladies who are sitting in positions of leadership. And I also want to remind you that you do not have to be in a particular position to be operating in leadership. So I'm talking to all ladies. If you are a mother, you're a leader, right? In the church, at home, where you are a leader, you are. So I'm not just talking to people who are considered the principal or who are considered a CEO. I'm talking to all of you today. So let's go ahead and jump in. And you know, it's always super interactive. I see you with the water. Come on with it. What's your definition of leadership? What is leadership in your opinion? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. And again, we are so excited that you guys are here with us tonight. Drop it in the chat. What is leadership? What is it? Go ahead and drop your definition of leadership in the chat. And make sure that you have shared this video tonight. Make sure you've shared it. What is leadership? I'll give you just a second because there's always a lag. What is leadership? Drop that thing in the chat for me. What is leadership? Come on with it. Hello for you that are just joining in. Welcome, welcome. Come on into Boss Moves. Right now, we are talking about what is leadership. Drop your definition for leadership. What is it, folks? I see leadership is shared responsibility, leading from the heart. Leadership is assisting and facilitating others toward a goal. I like both of those, right? Leadership, absolutely, all of those things, inspiring others to be the best version of themselves for a greater purpose. Yes, yes, yes. It's all of those things combined, right? And so tonight we're talking about it from that perspective, but we're also adding along, what does it mean to do that as a lady? What does it mean to do that as a woman in 2024? And I got to tell you, I am so fortunate to be all over the place. And what I know to be true is there are some powerful women that are making the world go round. There are powerful women that are making the world go round. And so tonight, let's talk about how do we lean more into being people who are able to make greater impact as women in leadership. The first thing I need you to know is that you've got the power. You've got the power. Go ahead and drop that exactly verbatim in the chat. You've got the power. Let me give you some stats. Y'all know I'm always doing my research, and you guys do yours as well. Make sure you've shared this video as well. Do you know that even in school districts now, 70% of the folks that are sitting in those highest positions of leadership are what? They're men. They are men, right? And so sometimes as we're talking about being a leader, we often wonder, like, why are we not the folks that are invited to those positions? Let me tell you, everybody says it's a man's world, but it's time that we flip that baby on its axis, right? And so, no, we're not talking about being preferential just to other women, but I am saying that there are those of us in this world who are able to let another woman stand on your shoulders, right? We're talking about you've got the power, right? So you've got to know that you've got the ability to make impact. But not only do you have the ability to make impact, but you've got the ability to make impact so that you're opening the door for other women behind you. So again, let's talk about this thing, stats. So talking about the percentage of people that are sitting in leadership positions, that is a fact. But do you also know for every dollar that men, specifically a white man, makes, women, all women, only make 82 cents to the dollar that they make? Let me say that one more time. Talking about ladies and lessons in leadership. This is part of my why. People say, why are you so intentional and passionate about supporting other women? This is part of that, right? These stats is part of it. So did you hear me what I said? For every dollar, women in general only bring home 82 cents. Now, if you are a lady of minority, right, black, brown, you're only bringing 67 cents home for every dollar that white men make, right? So people ask me, yeah, we've got some equity gaps all over the place as it relates to women in leadership. So again, you've asked me, why am I going to take the time at least once a month to talk just to ladies? This is why, folks, because I'm a part of the solution. I'm going to help somebody along their way. I am going to help open some doors for somebody else. That's a part of my why, is to help close this gender equity gap that we see not only in who's in position, but who's getting paid, right? And it's no secret. We know in schools, there are men who are doing amazing work, who link hand in hand with us. But in a lot of situations, there are women who are getting down doing the dirty, right? They're doing all the beautiful things. They're doing all everything that needs to be done in a school, but sometimes they're not afforded the opportunity to sit in the actual position of leadership. So we're talking about power. I am here to remind you that you got the power, but let me tell you the lesson in lesson 1. Type this in. We're not going to get in those positions until you start believing that you are able and capable and well to sit there. Part of it is a confidence issue. Let me tell you something else. The research is clear. When positions are posted, let's say there are 10 things that are required for the position, right? 10 skills, 10 job requirements, 10 desires that the company has for a position. Men will have half of them and will apply. Let me say that again. Men will have half of the requirements and they'll still apply. Women, you will have 12 of the 10 and you will sit back and say, I don't know that I'm ready. I don't know that I have what it takes. Did you hear what? Confidence. So it's going this, you've got power starts with you. So I need you right now in that chat to type in there, I will value myself. And make sure you've shared this video because I'm talking straight at women today. And to our males who have joined in, we love you because we need you. We can't do this alone. We got to link hand in hand, right, to close out these gender equity discrepancies and disparities that we have, right? But type that in there right now. I will value myself. Type in there, I will value my heart. Because let me tell you, when you're doing purpose work, and you are, if you're a boss, remember, bold, optimistic, spontaneous, and substantial, you're doing purpose work, right? You got to value your heart because it is hard work. It's not just a paycheck, right? It's a heart check too. I'm checking my heart every day. Every interaction, whether it be a child or in an organization, right? Either or, I'm checking my heart because I want to make sure that my heart's posture is right. My motive is right. You guys know I talk about that all the time. Motive matters, right? So here we go. I will value myself. I will value my heart. I will value my mind. Put that in there. Girl, you got some genius. You have genius, and you've got to be willing to open up your mouth and let that genius come on out, right? Think about how many times you sit in a position where you see their possible problems and you have 1,000 plausible solutions, but what do? You second guess yourself. Again, it goes back to you've got to know that you've got value, value your heart, value your mind, and this is the last one, value your body. Go ahead and type that in there. I will value my body because as a boss lady, and that you are, as a boss lady, you got to take care of all of you. You cannot be sick in any aspect of your being and show up and be the best you. And we're talking about showing. This is another step that we're going to get into. But you've got to make sure that you're valuing your body, taking good care of you, so you can show up the best version of yourself in every aspect. So again, if you missed one of those, I need you to type them in there. Again, I will value myself. And we're talking about your whole self, right? I will value myself. I will value my heart because this is purpose work. And we're doing it. It's bigger than just a paycheck, right? Yeah, we need money to operate, but we're on a legacy mission. It's bigger than that, right? So I'll value my heart, I'll value my mind, and I'll value my body. Make sure that you put all 4 of those in there because, again, those are 4 things that you need to remind yourself of daily to activate the power within. You've got to do that. Talking about building your confidence. We've got to build our confidence if we're going to cut into that equity gap that we're seeing, right? That gender equity gap. So again, lesson number 1, you've got the power. Affirmations matter, right? Those are 4 that put it somewhere. Remind yourself of those things every single day. Stop second guessing yourself, sis. Let me say that again. Remember, perfection is not required. It's not. Progress is. So if perfection is not required and progress is, it's easier for me to show up. Show up. Take good care of yourself and show up. So that's lesson number 1. Type that in the chat. Lesson number 1, make it personal. I've got power. I've got power. You've got the power to make a difference. You've got the power to sit in a position and make it happen. You know, during COVID, so much research has been done around organizations who were successful. And this is not just schools. This is organizations in general. The organizations that were most successful during COVID, guess who they were led by? Guess women. Yes, they were led by women. So again, you've got power, sis. Stop sleeping on you. That's lesson number 1, right? Lesson number 1. Yes, you do. I see you. I see you. Yes. Value my mind, my heart, and my body. Here we go. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 tonight. This is kind of heavy. Because y'all know I have a background in psychology. Make sure you've shared this video. Make sure you have shared it because we are on a mission to help all the women in our world, not just those that are in our building or in our organization, but every woman around you can be elevated in her leadership, right? So make sure that you have shared this. Lesson 2, don't let your desire to belong diminish your desire to get better. I'm going to say that one more time, and I'm going to allow for a moment of silence. Let me one more time. Make sure you share the video for me. Don't let your desire to belong diminish your desire to get better. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to be quiet because I know I talk a lot. I'm going to sit back and be quiet while you type that in the chat. This may be one that you need to put on a sticky somewhere, post up to remind yourself. Again, I said I was going to be quiet. So let me give you some seconds of silence on them. Make sure you type that in the chat. That's lesson number 2. Don't let your desire to belong diminish your desire to get better. Now, let me be very clear. You know, I go into deep prayer and deep meditation about the work that I do every day, all day. And it's clear, it became crystal clear for me that my mission this year with my events, even for boss events, are 3 things: connecting, collaborating, and elevating, right? Last year, a lot of us operated in isolation. Let me say that again. So many of us operated in isolation last year. Let me tell you what isolation will do. Isolation will have you second guessing every aspect of your being, right? You'll sit in your failures too long. You'll go in circles with your brainstorming too long because you're trying to figure it out yourself. This year, I am on a mission to help every woman I know to understand it's time to open up a little bit, sis. It's time to connect so that we can collaborate and we can elevate together. So those are 3 words that you're going to hear from Boss all year: connect, to collaborate, to elevate, right? So I'm not saying lesson 2 is not coming from a place of me telling you to isolate yourself. It's quite contrary to that. What I am saying is you need to be in community, and you need to be in community with people who are going to help elevate you. Let me say it again. You need to be in community. Your coach has a coach. You need a coach. Your mentor has a mentor. You need a mentor, and you need a tribe that's going to help you elevate. Talking about leadership. What I know to be true is leadership can feel like a very lonely journey, especially as a woman, because we truly we understand that you got to be 20 times better, right, to get the recognition. You got to be 30 times better to get the promotion. We know this is facts. These aren't feelings. These are facts, right? So we know this. And so too many times we'll sit in a thing without reaching out for help. We're not doing that this year. That is a mandate. We are not doing that this year. We are, again, connecting for the purpose of collaborating, for the purpose of elevating together. So again, don't let your desire to belong diminish your desire to get better. Let me talk about that. I'm talking about the feeling that we all experience, myself included, where you feel like you want everybody to like you. You feel like you need to be liked by everybody. And so many of us will say, I don't care. I don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you want to feel like you belong. It's human nature. I told you my background is psychology. That is a basic feeling, right? Desire that every human being has to belong, right? But what we can't do is be living for the likes, because if you're living for the likes, you're going to die by the dislikes. Let me say that again. If you are only living for the likes of others, when they start to dislike what you do, you're going to die by it. Nick Saban, everybody's favorite, right? He said he was tired. It's time for him to move on. And we respect that. You got to know your time, right? But one of his favorite quotes that I love is, if you want everybody to like you, you got to go sell ice cream. Leadership is not that, right? And think about even leading as a mother, right? There are times that Tyler Jacob, I know he does not like me. I know, but it is my responsibility to lead. It's my responsibility to provide him with structure and guidance that he needs to thrive. That's the same thing for any position of leadership or just operating in the action of leadership that you've got to do. You are helping people to elevate. You're helping them to thrive. And guess what? That doesn't always feel good. Giving people real feedback to help them get better initially doesn't always feel good. So you got to know, if you're only living for the likes, you're going to die by the dislikes. So don't let your desire to be liked by everybody stop you from growing. Don't let it stop you from making your next level of impact. You got to be good with being out of the loop sometimes with people. You got to learn to love you, which why it goes back to that first thing. What did I say? You got to learn to value yourself, right? If we are thriving for the claps, if we're only thriving by the claps, the demise will be their criticism. So again, type it in there. I will not let my desire to belong in any crowd, any crowd, right? Just any old where. No, that's not what we're doing this year. We're not going to let the desire to belong diminish our desire to get better. And again, I'm not telling you to operate in isolation. I'm telling you the exact opposite. I'm saying you need to reach out for help. You need to link up with like-minded people because, again, this is our year. Type that in there. This is my year to connect, to collaborate, and to elevate with another sister, with another leader, with another tribe, right? Very important that we're doing that. Again, lesson one was what? Y'all drop it in the chat. What was lesson one? Reminding us that we've got the power. We're talking to the value. You better speak to yourself, sis. Talk to yourself. You've got the power. Then lesson number two, don't let your desire to belong diminish your desire to get better. Here we go. Leading into lesson number three, study to show yourself approved, right? So we know that we build confidence through experience. We know that we build confidence through studying. We know that we build confidence through failing forward, right? So we've got to operate in a growth mindset. Make sure that every time, every opportunity, keep a book in your hand, keep something around you, stay around somebody that knows something that you don't, right? It's very important that we're continuing to show thyself approved. And y'all know I want to only spend 30 good minutes. So it's very important that we're going fast, right? But again, study to show thyself approved. It's very important that you are always perfecting your craft, that you are a lead learner. People, I introduce myself. People, what's your title? I'm a lead learner. I'm a lead learner. In any organization, in order to thrive, you got to keep growing. So I'm going to embody the growth mindset that it's always a great day for me to learn something new. Every single day. Matter of fact, y'all drop it in the chat. I need to learn something new every day. Drop that in there. It doesn't have to be major things, but just one little thing, 1%. If we are working on getting 1% better every day, expanding our knowledge 1% every day, the world will be yours. So again, drop that in there. Just 1% every day makes a big difference, right? We've got to embody a growth mindset. All right, here we go. Lesson number four. Lesson number four, flex it out. Flex it out. Flex it out. Drop that in the chat. As a lady in leadership, I've got to know that I need to flex it out. Mr. Campbell used to say all the time, blessed are the flexible, for they shall bend and not break. And so sometimes when we're sitting in positions of leadership, we think that it has to be our way or no way. And I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about people in general. We have a misconception of what leadership is truly about, right? That's not what it's about. Leadership is about inspiring and motivating others to want to do a thing, not to make them. I'm not your mama. I'm Tyler's mama, but I'm not your mama, right? So it's not my mission in life to try to make you do anything. As a leader, it shouldn't be yours either. It should be your leadership goal to set such conditions that people want to do whatever is necessary for the organization to thrive, right? To meet your goals, right? So again, you've got to know that if it's not just about you and it's not about me, it's about we, I've got to learn to flex. I may not have the best option every day. I might not have the best solution. I've got to be willing to flex it out. Y'all know the song that everybody likes to dance to, flex your body. I'm telling you today to flex your leadership. Drop it in the chat. Flex your leadership. What I know to be true is there are times when, yes, as a leader, you've got to make a decision and you've got to roll with it because you're standing in a different position and you have a different view. But the majority of the time, folks, you need to flex it out because we want the best solutions. And the best solutions require that we have everybody's perspective in mind when we're creating this, right? So drop that again. Flex it out. Flex your leadership. That's a huge lesson in leadership that I promise you will help you be more impactful. I promise you it will. This is the last quick one. This is the last quick lesson for tonight. Build your personal brand. I cannot say this one enough, right? I'm talking about showing up fiercely authentic. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about showing up the realest, truest version of you. Too many times, people will get in a position and they tie their identities to that position. Not in 2024. You are going to bring yourself to the position. You are adding your flair to the position. The position will be better because you are in it. Not you're better because you got the position. Did you hear what I said? In 2024, we are not tying our identities to positions this position it's gonna get me, and it's gonna be better because it's me in there, right? So building your personal brand, for those of you who desire to transition, right, to new jobs or to promotions, what happens is you only tie yourself to that position, right? When it's time to change, you're having to change who you are. And that's not what we're doing. We're going to bring ourselves fully, wholly, every single day, right? So what are some ways that we can help build our personal brand? One of those things is to even the way that you show up, right? Bring your full personality. Stop leaving parts of you outside the door. Be goofy, be weird, be all of those things. And guess what? If you are sincere and how you show up, people will see that. And let me tell you, the more sincere and true you are to who you are and how you're showing up, people connect with that. People connect with that. People connect with real, right? People don't connect with fake. And we can see through, all of us can, right? So just be you. Stop trying to pretend to be somebody else. The best person you could ever be in your life is the best version of you. So keep that in mind. Something else, and yes, I am talking to you, and I'm going to share something with you, and we're almost out of time, right? Make sure you've shared this video even right now. Go ahead and hit the share. Make sure you've liked the video. We appreciate that. You're helping us build and support other women by simply doing that. Showing up the best version of you, taking the time every day to love on you so that when you step out of the house, you're proud of how you're stepping out of the house. Y'all know I believe in the FLY test. FLY stands for, does it fit you well? I'm talking about what you look like, sis. Yes. And I'm going to tell you in a second about me, something I've had to fuss at my own self about the last couple of weeks. But y'all know my FLY test. I believe in the FLY test. F stands for, does it fit well, right? If you've lost weight, gained weight, this is a heart to heart. I'm talking to you, talking to me. If you've lost weight, gained weight, you've got to adjust so that you're feeling good about what you look like walking out of the door. We've heard the saying, when you feel good, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good, right? So it's very important. Get up 10 minutes earlier. And now I'm not talking about a face of makeup. I'm talking about whatever that is for you, all right? Whatever that is for you that makes you feel good. Take the time every morning to love on you, to value you and your personal brand, right? Every single day. Then the F, that's the fit. Does it fit well? The L, when you look in the mirror, do you feel good? There are some days that it could be the same thing. The last time I put it on, I felt good. I put it on today. It's like, okay, that's not it today. Take it off. Try again, right? So make sure that you're planning accordingly. For those of us that are mamas, you got more than yourself to get ready in the morning. Plan accordingly, sis. Do it before you go to bed. Try the stuff on before you go to bed. So again, does it fit well? When I look in the mirror, do I feel good? And then the last one is the why, your personality. Is it reflecting your personality? Yeah, I was feeling a little dazzling today. Y'all see, I put on a little Michael Jackson. Your personality, not mine, not somebody, yours. Again, so apply the fit test. That's something that's very important. And I was talking to y'all about, so I've been working out, and this hair has been a hot mess. I've been whining about it. I've been crying about it. But y'all, to be honest, I was like, I hadn't tried enough different things. I wasn't loving on me enough. But I said, okay, I got to stop this. So I tried a little bit harder today, right? So it look a little bit better today since this going to the gym thing is working out. But again, take the time to work on your personal brand. What are 3 words that you want to describe you regardless of what position you're in? That will help you shape and do the things within your personal brand that regardless of what what position you are in, it's you, right? I have been this way since I was a first-year teacher. And you can ask my babies, right? I think somebody was on there. This has been me, right? This is my personal brand. Boss has been my personal brand since day one, right? Even before I started teaching. So make sure that you're building your personal brand, that regardless of where you go, you're always you. And you've always got your own style, and you always do things your way. I hope that this afternoon something was said out of those tips that you can walk out of here with. Again, it went really fast, and it will always go fast. But one thing, go ahead and drop it in the chat. What's the one thing that you are walking away from our quick lessons for boss ladies? Boss ladies, yes, you are a boss lady. What's your one thing today that you're walking away with that's going to help you tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm talking about tomorrow. We like to do things that we can immediately try. What's the one thing from today that you're walking out of here with that's going to help you along your way? We're talking about leadership. And remember, I need you. You need me, right? We're all a part of this great big family of trying to shift the world. We're trying to create, listen, I'm trying to create generational wealth. I'm trying to do some things so that ladies, girls behind me that attach to me in any kind of way, they're positioned to have a better future. You can do that too. And it's going to take all of us to cut. Did you heard the numbers that we started off with? It's going to teach every woman that we know. Some of us, I'm not saying again, have preferential treatment for women in business or women speakers or those things. But if you are in a position to hire other women and you see that the woman is more qualified, do it. Set another sister up. Again, you're not giving her anything. She's earned it. So when there are people who are in your world and in your space who've earned the opportunity to elevate and you're in a position to make it happen, folks, let's do that. Women business owners, if you are a business owner, go ahead and drop your stuff in the chat. Y'all know I believe in supporting each other. That's, again, the way that we are going to do that. I see you guys. I love it. She said, I'm trying to grow my business and helping others to build theirs. I see you, Kenya. I will value my mind. Again, I'm asking you guys, what's the one thing that you're walking out of here with? I am a leader. Yes, you are, ma'am. This is my year to connect, collaborate, and elevate. Again, I can't say that enough. We've operated in isolation long enough. It's not doing us well, ladies. Let me say that again. Part of my why is because I've been on the other side of women who struggle to support other women, right? And I'm always very intentional with my words because even in the midst of the experience that I have, I'm going to elevate. I'm going to use what I have, my experiences, to pay it forward. Do you hear me? So again, part of my why is helping each and every one of you guys. I see you. I will make sure I look good. Come on with it. Come on with it. We are in this together. I will share with y'all. I've been going to the gym, but something I've started lately that's having a massive impact is hot yoga. If you have a studio close by you, try it one time, y'all. It's been mind-blowing for me. All right. So again, I hope that you have enjoyed tonight. Again, it is my prayer. I'm going to call you guys out. I don't make it a secret. I'm a lady of faith, and we are in this together. So let's do that. Let's lift each other. Let's encourage each other. Look for ways to lift another woman this week. That is your challenge. Y'all know I'm always leaving you with a challenge. Drop that in the chat. I will look for ways to lift another woman this week. Again, it's going to take all of us to do that. The last thing I'm leaving you with is that it is time for you guys to go ahead and join us for the Boss Retreat. You guys know it's always an experience. If I am putting on an event, matter of fact, go look at the pictures from the event that we had last week. It was amazing. And yes, I will have another event before June, but our biggest event of the year is the Boss Retreat. Very limited seating available. So make sure if you're interested, you go ahead and join. And yes, there are payment options. I will also share with you guys that I did not advertise this last year, and I'm not going to really advertise it big this year, but I do personal coaching. I do personal career coaching, right? You want to call it life coaching if you want to, but I do personal career coaching. And out of the 5, I only selected 5 ladies last year to work with. Every single one of them got the promotion they were seeking. Every single one of them elevated in their amount of money that they're bringing in, and they've elevated in their walk, right? I've been intentional. I'm only going to take only a few because I want to make sure that I'm able to support people in a way that's going to make an actual difference, right? So if there are some of you who are looking to that, all you got to do is just reach out. Reach out. Somebody said, now there's boss. Yes. But in the meantime, I'm always going to drop free nuggets. So make sure that you've shared this video. Make sure that you've liked it. And again, I love you. Last thing, drop it in the chat. Boss moves all 2024. That's it. Drop it in the chat. Boss moves all 2024. And you guys know boss stands for bold, optimistic, spontaneous, and substantial. Again, it's been a pleasure, and we shall see each other again very soon. It's always a great day to be you, and never, ever forget, be boss.